Hello everyone. Hello. Today our topic is world of substances, acidic, basic and neutral substances. We were going to discuss about details in acidic, basic and neutral substances in this video lecture. Our learning goals are this. First one is to define acidic, basic and neutral substances based on their overall properties. Define different common household substances as acidic, basic or neutral using indicators. Explain the role of an indicator and in distinguishing between acidic, basic and neutral substances. In the next slides, you will be understand what is an indicator. So, we are going to the next slide. This slide, you are going to understand between acid and bases. Okay. So, for acids, we are taking two examples. First one is lemon and second one is vinegar. So what happened? In lemon there is citric acid present. Okay, so for that, if we taste it, it tastes sour. Okay, sour in taste, and the vinegar is also sour in taste. And from this we can conclude that these two have acid in them. Okay, so what happened? Their pH is below 7 for the presence of acid in them, and they turn blue litmus paper red. Yes, there is a term called blue litmus paper. Litmus paper is a indicator, helps to identify bases and acids. Okay, so the second one is the base. Okay, so the first example of a base is soda and soap. So what happens here? Soda is bitter in taste, but if ever you have soda, you'll see that soda is not bitter in taste because there are many substances mixed with it. Okay, but the raw soda is bitter in taste, and soap is also. So what happened? For the presence of base in soda and soap, it is basic in nature and their pH is above 7, and they turn red litmus paper blue. And what is pH? pH is the scale. pH is a scale. What helps us to understand which one is acidic, which one is neutral, and which was its basic substance. So here a question arises: what if the substance is not acid nor base? So what will happen? These types of substances are called neutral substances. Substances that are neither acidic nor basic. Examples are common salt, distilled water. These are called neutral substances. Okay, and their pH is about 7. Do not change color in litmus paper. Okay, and we are going to discuss this in the next slide. So let's go. See, this is a pH scale. This is 7. The water, yes, so water is neutral because it's not basic, not acidic. See, from 0 to 6.5, all of the substances, common household substances, are acidic in nature, and above 7.5 to 14, all of them are basic in nature. Okay, you can see the example: lemon is 2, and see, here is the soap is 12. You can understand by this color also. Okay, there is a pH paper present in lab. You can see, if you dip your pH paper in the soap or in the lemon juice, you can see the change of color. Okay, and by this you will understand, and you will compare it with this pH scale, and you will understand if the solution is basic or acidic. Got my point? Yes, very good. We are going to the next slide. See, here is an indicator. If there is no pH paper present, then how will you understand this the solution is basic or acidic? So here is the function comes of indicator. Indicator is something which helps us to distinguish between acidic, basic or neutral substances without the help of pH paper. Okay, so here is some common natural indicator present. Indicators acts as special substances. It tells whether a substance is basic, acidic or neutral by color or odor. Yes, by the change of color and odor, you will be understand. Yes, here is some example. Turmeric. Turmeric is a natural indicator and red rose is also a natural indicator. And litmus, we always know litmus paper. Yes, litmus paper is a paper. If somehow litmus paper is not present there, we use the natural substances. We are going to discuss more about this in our next slide. See, what is litmus? So, litmus is a natural indicator. Here you can see this is lichen from which the litmus paper is produced. Okay, litmus in the presence of acid turns red and in the presence of base turns blue. Litmus does not change color in neutral solution. It is available as litmus paper. From litmus extract after processing litmus paper are produced. So you have to remember this. It is very important to know about this litmus. It is a living organism. This is called lichen. Okay. Litmus is a natural indicator obtained from lichen. We are going to learn more about this in our next slide. So let's go. This is lichen. Lichen is a symbiotic association between fungi and algae, and litmus is derived from lichen. Lichen are unique organisms found on rocks, tree trunks and walls, usually grow in areas with fresh air and heavy rainfall. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. See, lichen is a combination of fungi and algae. It is a symbiotic association. Lichen is created through the partnership of fungi and algae. The fungus offers structure and shelter. The algae makes food by the process of photosynthesis. Yes, algae are able to produce food because it have chlorophyll. Okay, and fungus give shelter. This relationship enables lichen to survive in this environment. Got it? Yes, very good. See, this is a experiment by which we can understand how litmus paper changes its color. In the presence of base, the red litmus paper turn blue, but blue litmus paper changes no color. So we can identify this is a base. And in the presence of acid, the red litmus paper remain unchanged, but the blue litmus paper turn into red. And in neutral solution, the red and blue both papers are remain unchanged in color. So from this litmus paper test, we can understand and distinguish between acid and base. So now our first indicator is red rose. From red rose petal, a red rose extract solution is made, which is used as indicator. Okay, so in the base solution, if we put the red rose extract solution, it will turns yellow. And if we add the red rose extract in the acid, it will turn pink or slightly red, by which we will distinguish between base and acid. So red rose is an natural indicator. Now we are going to our next slide. Our second indicator is the turmeric. Turmeric is another natural indicator and it is used as an indicator to distinguish between acid and base. In the presence of acid, if we add turmeric, it will remain unchanged. But If we add the turmeric in the base, it will change its color into red. And turmeric remains yellow in acidic and neutral solution. So, other indicators are hibiscus, purple cabbage and beetroot. That means what? We can use these three also as an indicator to identify base, acid or neutral substances. Okay, so if we use hibiscus as our indicator, it will turn pink or red in the acidic solution, and in the neutral solution it will remain red, no change in color, and in basic solution it will turn into green or yellow green. Okay, and second indicator is the purple cabbage. Here is the same way, in the acidic solution it will changes to red, and the neutral solution it will remain unchanged, purple in color, and in basic solution it will change to green or yellow. Okay, and the beetroot as an indicator, if we use the acidic solution it will be bright red, and in neutral solution it will be red, no change in color, and in basic solution it will be turn into yellowish brown. By this way we will be understand which one is acidic, which one is basic, and which one is neutral solution. If someone is not interested to taste it or want to see the color change, if someone is blind, not able to see the color, then how will distinguish between acid and base? From odor or smell we can distinguish acid and base, and they are called olfactory indicators. Onion is an olfactory indicator. It changes its smell or odor in the presence of acid and base. Similar wise, vanilla essence, clove oil, all of them are olfactory indicators. Substances whose smell or odor change in acid or basic mediums are called olfactory indicators. This point is very, very important. You have to understand this. So first example, onion, we are going to describe. So onion remain its smell in acid, but when in the presence of base, it will changes its smell. Similarwise, vanilla essence, if we use as an indicator, then what happens? It retains its smell. That means no smell change in the presence of acid. But if this vanilla essence added to the base, then this vanilla essence smell will be changed. By this, we will be understand which one is acid and which one is base. Similarly, clove oil changes its smell or odor in the presence of base, but remain the same odor in the presence of acid. Okay, this is very, very important. You have to understand this. I think you understand this. Okay, so what happens when we mix acid and base? When an acid reacts with a base, a new substance is formed. This reaction is called neutralization reaction. The solution becomes neutral, neither acid nor base. So what happens? Acid plus base makes salt, water and heat. Yes, very good. So this is called neutralization reaction. This is also very, very important. This is a neutralization reaction in our daily life. Ant bite. Ant bite and injects formic acid into skin. It causes pain and irritation. Apply baking soda, a base, neutralizes the reaction, reduces because baking soda is a base, and when the ant bite, formic acid is injected into the skin, and when the acid and base react with each other, neutralization reaction formed, and that's why pain reduces. Another example of neutralization reaction we see in agriculture. Agriculture, what happens? Excess fertilizer makes soil acidic. Acidic soil plants do not grow well. In acidic soil, what happen? Plant do not grow well. So farmers do what? Farmer add lime. Lime is a base. Okay. Lime neutralizes acidic soil and they helps the plants to grow well. This is another example of neutralization. So there are many types of acids and acids example present in our household substances. In vinegar there is acetic acid, in apple there is malic acid, in milk there is lactic acid, in ant sting there is formic acid, and in grapes there is turmeric acid, and tomato oxalic acid, and in lemon citric acid. You have to remember all of these things. This is very important. So from all of the jot down of this lecture, we understand what acid, what is base, what is a neutral substance, and what are the examples of this, how to distinguish between them. We know about pH scale 1 to 14 scale numbers are there to distinguish acid, neutral and basic substances, and we understand that what is neutralization reaction. We also understand about the indicators, two types of indicators, natural indicators and olfactory indicators. They changes odor and color in the presence of acid and base, and neutral, for the neutral substances there is no change. Yes, neutralization reaction is what? When we add acid and base, the base and acid reacts and forms a neutral substance. Yes, very good. So that's it. And if there is any question, you ask me and I will try to help you. That's it. Thank you very much.